Hello everyone, welcome back to DIY Beauty on Purpose. My name is Leonette, and if this is your first time with us, welcome. Alright, so today I am working on a few winter decor DIYs, and I am starting with this two pillows that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I think I got it back in the summer, and I never used them for any projects that I was thinking of, so I'm going to use them this time around. And what I'll do is I'll remove these little pom-poms that it came with. I'll do that on both of them. Once I have everything removed, I'm also using pieces of fabric that I have left over from multiple projects. I have used this fabric, oh my gosh, for Christmas, for fall. I've used them quite a bit. But I still have some pieces left over, and this one seems to be a pretty good fit. So I am going to use that one as a guide to cut the other side of the fabric so that I can make a pillow cover out of it. Now I decided to hot glue the pillows together. I didn't have to do this part. I guess I just did it, but after I finished the pillow, I realized, or once I stuffed it in the pillow cover, I realized I really didn't need to hot glue it, but I did it. And so once it's glued together, the pillow part will be all done. Now I'm taking the two pieces of fabric and I'm going to face them right side against each other. So it'll be like an inside out kind of look. That's what I want, because I need to make sure that when I flip it inside out, it's nice and the right side out is in the right side. Oh my gosh, I can't get that right. All right, so once I have it there, I am going to be hot gluing it. Now you can sew it. You can use those iron, I don't know what they're called, but the little strips of pieces that you can iron, and it'll kind of like create a seam. But this time around I am going to hot glue. I have used this technique before and it works really well. This pillow is going to be for decorative purposes only, so I am perfectly fine with hot gluing it. So I hot glued two sides, and right now I'm just kind of measuring to see. I'm going to be hot gluing three sides before I stuff the pillow in, but I want to make sure it's nice and tight and snug in there, so I'll cut the excess fabric from the one end. I'll put it back in to ensure that that is where I want, and also to see where I'll be putting the hot glue. So I'm going to hot glue the third side using the same technique, and I'm just leaving about a ½ inch of fabric on each end, and it dries pretty quickly. Now I'm going to cut the corners here, making sure that I do not cut where the glue is. So I'm just feeling around, making sure, and then just cutting, just so that when I flip it inside out, it's not too bulky on the corners. Alright, so I'm making sure that everything's nice and dry. I'm just going to flip it inside out. Make sure the corners are nice and, I guess, pointy. And I'm going to stuff the pillow in, and I am going to make sure the pillow is nice and stuffed in there. I want to make sure that it looks like one pillow and not two. Alright, so now I'm going to cut the excess from my last end there, and to hot glue this one, I am going to just fold in the edges, and then I'm going to just hot glue it as you see here. Alright, so I decided to add some pom-poms to the outside of the pillow, so I'm going to create some small pom-poms using my fingers here. I'm going to roll around some yarn, and then once I have it rolled around as much as I'd like, I'm just going to place it very carefully on top of an extra string, and then I'm just going to tie it like so, make a knot. And then once I have the knot, I am going to cut the loops so that I can create the pom-pom, I guess. And then once I cut the little loops, I am going to just shape it, like give it a nice round look. So my original plan with this was to use a yarn needle and just to tie it, just poke it through and then tie it. Now, after I went through all of this and I made a knot and everything, I did not like the way it looked. It was too flappy, loopy, I don't know. It wasn't secure enough. It was just too, I don't know, loose. So I decided to try something different, which was hot gluing it, of course, and this really worked. And again, this is going to be a decorative pillow, so it does not need to be, it's going to have so much glue around with the pom-poms. No one's going to be laying on it, but the hot glue just made it look nice and neat. And then I made a ton of little pom-poms, as you can see, and I have them all around. I decided to add a stencil. Now this stencil, I honestly don't know where I got them. I got this a long time ago. I want to say it was Packatans. Since then, they've closed here locally. So I'm going to use the one that says love, and I'm going to use a Sharpie to trace it. And then at first I thought, okay, I'll trace it with a Sharpie and then I'll fill it in with some paint. But then I thought, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to get, the paint nice and neatly inside the line. So I'm just going to fill it in with the Sharpie. And I'm going to be honest, it's not my favorite look with the Sharpie, but it turned out fine. So there's the final look. And I really liked it. I mean, again, it's going to be decorative and for winter, but I just thought it looked really cute. Alright guys, so for my next DIY, I am here at the Dollar General and I am just looking for either containers or containers that I could put candles in or candles themselves. So I found these prayer candles. I don't know if that's what they're called, but I remember younger they used them for prayer. So I'm going to call them prayer candles. And I also found some pillar candles that I bought. These little decors I thought would be perfect for some winter decor. They are in the Christmas section, but I thought it would work out for winter. So this is what I ended up getting, those 3 candles. I got these little snowflakes as well at the Dollar General. These 2 votive candles I got at the Dollar Tree. There's the frozen pick, and then some greenery that I already had, and then of course the little pine cones. I may not use everything here, but I do have a vision for this, so I'm just kind of place some things and see how it goes. So I am starting with one of the prayer candles, and I'm going to keep it very simple. Actually, this whole DIY is very, very simple. I'm going to cut some twine, and then I'm going to place the greenery in the front, and I'm just going to literally wrap the twine around to secure the greenery, and I'll make a knot in the front. And that's it on that one. Pretty simple. For this winter, I want to use some candles as part of my decorations. I'm not a big candle person for decor, but for some reason I'm feeling the candles for this winter. So once my Christmas decorations are down, I'll start decorating for winter, and that is what I am getting ready now. So there's what that one looks like. I think just so simple and yet so cute. With the pillar candle, okay guys, so you're not going to believe what I did here in a couple seconds here, but I'm going to use some yarn, and I'm going to do kind of similar to what I did with the prayer candle, but this time I'm going to keep it like in the white family. And so it's going to be white on white with the white candle. I'm going to use a piece of the frozen pick, and then of course the yarn. So here's where I cannot believe I actually did this. I am thinking to myself, oh, I'm just going to hot glue it. Yeah, hot glue and wax does not work. I don't know what I did. I even tried twice. I'm thinking, why isn't it working? And then I realized, yeah, because it's wax. It's melting and it's just not sticking. So, live and learn. I can't believe I did that. But I'm just going to then take the yarn, and I'm going to wrap it around and tie it just with the yarn. cut the excess string, and then I end up cutting a little bit of the top of the pick because it was just a little too high up, and I want to make sure it's as far away from the fire as possible. So there how that one looked. And then the last candle I did was the one from the Dollar Tree. And then I got these little, like I said earlier, these little snowflakes. They have like a little pin in the back. I'm not going to use the pin, so I'm just going to remove the snowflake from the pin. And then I'm going to hot glue it to the candle. Once I hot glued it, I realized that I kind of needed a little something, but I ended up just adding one more snowflake. And then I decided to take a couple of the little frozen balls from the branch and then place them right in the middle, because you can see some of the hot glue through that little hole. So I just thought it would look okay if I added those to cover it, but it also added a little bit of touch to it. So now I'm just going to place them on this piece of scrap wood that I had. I'm going to place a couple of them just to add different heights. I love using scrap wood for decoration, for height. And I may not use the candles with this particular setup when I actually put it up in my home, but this is just how I wanted to show you that it's a way that you can display candles with some scrap wood. And there it is. Aren't they beautiful? This will be even cute for the summer. You know, maybe not the one with the snowflakes and the frozen picks, but the ones with the greenery I think will look really cute in the summer too. Alright guys, so this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I kept it simple and well, hopefully simple, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspires you to create your own DIYs and getting ready for after Christmas. If you have not subscribed to my channel, as always, I invite you to consider doing so right underneath this video. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you soon. Have a blessed day.